Hey, everybody. How's your day going? Welcome to the Pizza and Real Estate Podcast. My name is Philip Simonetta. I'm the broker owner of Pier 21 Realty and the Florida Real Estate School by Pier 21 Realty. We're here today because we're going to be making some prospecting calls. We're in the middle of one of our apprenticeships with a couple of our new agents. I have two of them here with us right now, Tanya Walker and Francisco Tovar. And also we have other ones watching who weren't able to be here presently with us. So it's going to be exciting. I'm actually going to be making cold calls right here behind me. I have the station set up. Everything's on the screen. And you guys are going to be watching me set up appointments, call people. We call expired listings and we call canceled listings, people who are on the market and trying to sell their house and they're having either issues with just not being marketed properly, bad representation, market shifting, which is really, really intense right now. But I want to take a second before we get started. And I want to introduce myself to you and who I am and what I do and what we're here for. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you guys. Give me 1 second here and give you a little bit of a presentation of who we are for a few minutes. Let me pull this up here. There we go. And what I want you guys to do is if you're interested, you guys can come in the chat, leave some messages. I'm also going to put a link in there. Let me do that really quick before I share the screen. I'm going to put a link in here. If you guys have any questions or comments and you guys want to join in or come in on the chat, and if you're an agent and you're having issues in the business or different things in there, we'll put that out there too. There's going to be a link put up on the screen to do so. I'm going to share my screen real quick with you guys, and then I'll get that up there for you. Let me share that. All right. And then there's a screen. Once I go through the introduction, I'll put that up for you guys, and then we'll get started with the calls. But as I said, my name is Philip Simonetta. I'm the broker owner of Pier 21 Realty. We're a family-owned and operated real estate brokerage and real estate school. My son, Aiden, and I are both brokers and instructors here at the location. We also have our other businesses out of the same location. We have a brick oven pizza business, which I'll be going over with you guys in a second. So first of all, on the screen, what you're seeing right now is my real estate brokerage and school. Give me 1 second here. I want to pull this up and give you guys all the info here. Give me 1 second here. There we go. All right. I'm trying to do two things at once because I'm managing the screens. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Now, so this here is an introduction of who we are. This website is for the school and for the brokerage. Okay. And what you have is there's a little introduction video here. I did this with Todd Sachs for one of his channels. It's basically a background on who I am, my background, where I come from, and why I got into this business. I own restaurants, nightclubs. I'm invested in different businesses. I own the brokerage in the school and the pizza businesses. So this is a little bit of my background and everything I've done. So when I got into real estate, there's some things I focus on. I focus on listing property for people and finding buyers for those properties. And that's about, I'd say, 75% of my business. Finding sellers and then finding a buyer to buy their property. Okay. About 5% of my business is working with buyers. I work with specific buyers, specific criteria. I don't really market and advertise to work with buyers. Certain ones I make exceptions and work with. And then I also focus on commercial. Okay. Commercial real estate, mostly like retail, strip malls, restaurants. I consult restaurants. I help restaurants who are failing, consult them, improve them, and then sell them for them. Or I buy and flip them. I've been in the restaurant business all my life since I was a kid. Sandwich shops, nightclubs, bars, cigar lounges. So that's a little bit of my background. Now, when it comes to real estate, that's my passion. Real estate is kind of like the heart of my business. And then everything else is kind of off of that. Real estate is where I built my wealth and how I made my money to open other businesses and do other things. When I was a kid, I used to open pizza shops. So I would open up a pizza shop, get it running. It cost me $100,000 to open it, and I turn around and sell it for $350. Then I sell that one, take the profit, open another one. I did 3 or 4 a year. So I'd open up a pizza shop, make the money, go to another one, make the money, go to another one. I'd find a good location, open the shop, get it going. Sandwich shops, pizza shops, things like that. And then I got into real estate by accident. I bought a house when I got married to my son's mother, divorced now. But when I got back then, I bought a townhouse that was being built, and the townhouse was being constructed. And a year later was ready to move in, but the house was worth $60,000 more than I bought it for. So I actually sold the house before I moved in. And then I took that money and bought another house and put it towards it. So I realized right there was something in real estate when I made 60 grand by accident, that there was something there. And back then I was in investments. I was a financial planner, had all my licenses, and I kind of, when that crashed in, 99, 2000, I went strictly into real estate. So that's kind of my background, and that's what got me here. So basically on the screen here, if you want to watch this video, it talks more about that. This is Pier21realty.school. Now here you can see these are classes we offer. We do live Zoom classes, and also self-paced classes. We teach 31 different courses. That's for licensing for your real estate license, for agents who want to become brokers, and all the post licensing, and all the continuation. So all of those are in here. Then below that, you can see there's an article about us. This is an article that was in a newspaper about being a brokerage and a school under one roof. Okay, because there's not many people who do that. People either teach because they don't know how to do it, or people do it and they don't waste their time teaching because there's not a lot of money in the teaching side. So for me, I wanted to give back. I've been in this business since I was 19. I build, I develop, I have other ventures. So my thing, when I teach, it's giving back to students. And you can see here on our channel, if you go in the playlists, I actually have the 63-hour course in there. And it's it's there. Anybody who took the course and is having problems passing, they can watch that. There's a cram course, there's math problems, all that stuff is in there. Below that article, you're going to see there is all kinds of reviews. Some of these people here, I don't even know who they are. They'll watch my videos on YouTube, and it helps them pass their tests. I mean, people will come in here and they'll write, I don't know who this person is. And they wrote, they write reviews on Google and they populate to my page here. I have students, people I don't know, agents, other agents, brokers, clients that come in here and write reviews. And I'm going to pull one up for you. This was a client I worked with. She had her house listed with 2 agents prior to me. She had a VA mortgage with a 2.875 rate. Now, most people, I don't know why they don't know because it's on the test, but all VA mortgages and FHA mortgages are assumable. So somebody could have bought this house at 2.875 assumable. And the 2 agents prior didn't even advertise it. So I put it on the market. I advertised it. I found the buyer myself, who's this gentleman right here. So basically, this gentleman bought this house, saved $1,130 a month because it would have been 6.875 instead of 2.875. So here's her review. It's almost like a book. She wrote a review here about everything I've done for her in this situation. And then here's his review, much shorter, but to the point. Saved him a lot of money, right? He was going to pay 7%. And he got 2.875, saving $1,130 a month, which is like 280 grand if he keeps it for 30 years. And you can just go through here. Here's another woman. She saw my video with Todd Sachs, one of the videos on Sachs Realty. We have multiple videos with 500, 600, 800,000 views over there. So this woman saw one of my videos, called me up and asked me if I could help her sell her house. She explains everything there, what we did. This was challenging because she had a house that was for sale in a Lennar community in Green Cove Springs. And Lennar is still building houses in that community. And they're selling them for less than she paid for it. And I still sold her house for more money than the new ones are being sold for because I know how to market. And I brought a investor from overseas. And that's some of the marketing that we do. Anyway, that's off the topic. We'll talk about that another time. And then below here, I have all the information for when you want to get your licensing, all your fingerprinting and licensing information. So that's kind of our website. That's my background. That's what I do. If anybody has any questions about getting into the business or getting licensed or upgrading broker, let me know. Or if you want to sell, buy anything, just reach out to us. And what I do is I offer everybody a free complimentary Zoom meeting, 30-minute, 45-minute Zoom meeting. We look at all the situations that you're dealing with, and then we figure out if it's a good fit to work together. If not, hey, we part as friends, right? So right now, that's what's going on there. The next thing I want to show you is what's going on in the market a quick market snapshot. So in the last 7 days, this is what's happening. Now, this is the Stellar MLS. I have 3 MLSs that I'm in, which you're going to see behind me when I call. I'm calling all 3 MLSs, which is about 90% of Florida. But this is the Stellar MLS. It's the largest. And in the last 7 days, okay, we've had about 12,000 new listings in the last 7 days that came on the market. And you see some price increases. That's just in builders. When the builders come on, they're coming soon, and then they put the house on, it pushes the price up. But here's the scary thing. You have 13,433 price decreases. 6 months ago, you had about maybe 3,000 here. And then it went to 6,000, then it went to 8,000, then to 9, then 10, then 12. Yesterday it was 13. So that day that flipped, it kind of went down a little. And what you're seeing here, the next thing is back on the market. That means these houses were under contract, okay? But they didn't sell. Like something happened. They fell apart. Either their inspection was bad, the mortgage fell through, something happened. So they were under contract and then they went back on the market. Okay, so 2,600 homes can be added to this because they're probably going to come back on as new listings, right? And then you have sold. 4,600 sold. 6 months ago, 10,000 sold in a week. So you see the sales are down. But what blows my mind is expired. This is the people who are under contract for 3 to 6 months to sell their house. And in the last 7 days, 3,315 of them did not sell. Okay, so these here are people who are probably frustrated, aggravated. They're the people I'm going to be calling. Okay, and you're going to hear their frustration and aggravation with their agents. You know, they disappeared. They didn't help me. They don't know what they're doing. You're going to hear it. It's crazy. Okay, and to talk about that, I mean, 400,000 agents quit since August. Okay, so literally 400,000 agents left the business since August. And the NAR stat came out, okay, last month, that 74% of real estate agents closed 0 deals in 2024. So you're going to see an exodus because the business has slowed down. People are in the business that shouldn't be in the business, which is terrible to say, but look, facts are facts. You know, they don't lie. You got to, people shouldn't be in the business. Okay. And then you also have withdrawn. So these people just took it off the market. We're going to be calling them too. And they cancels just said, hey, take it off the market. I'm not happy with the service, blah, blah, blah. Right. So you got to think about it. These 1,800, these 800, these 3,300, these 2,600, and those 12,000, add that up. It's a lot of homes when there's only 4,600 closing, right? So the key to this market is being able to have a property priced properly and get it out there to the buyers, which are limited now. See, for every buyer, there's 5-6 houses now. A year ago, there was 5 buyers for every house. So it inverted. Never has done that in that quickness, like in the history of the world. I mean, it just inverted. And this is what we're dealing with. So one of the things I do is when I deal with a buyer, the first thing I do is when they want to buy a house, I explain to them about VA and FHA mortgages being assumable. Okay. And the first thing I do is I pull them up. So there's a website here that I use and it pulls every assumable mortgage. So let's say they want to go to Fort Lauderdale, right? 33308. So the first thing I do is I show them every assumable mortgage in Fort Lauderdale right now as we speak. Okay. So every home here, it shows you what the rate is, right? So for example, if they want to buy this home here, they get a 3% mortgage. If they buy this home under the terms and they qualify, instead of paying $2,300 a month, they're paying $15. Now, you might like the house, you might not love it, but your mortgage is the asset, right? So you're going to get 3%, buy this house, and $1,500 a month. You're saving what, $800 a month over 30 years? I mean, that's 10 months, 8,000. Say 10,000 years, and in 30 years, that's 36 months. That's $360,000, right? No, yeah, $360,000, right? So that's going to be an estimate there. But you can come through this. Look, there's 106 of them. So it's like an arranged marriage, right? You learn to love them. you find here's one 2.7%, right? Here's one 2.7%. Here's one another 2.7, 5.1, 2.7, 2.3. So when these agents out there are telling people, oh, yeah, there's no deals, or, oh, yeah, you got to get 40 grand off the price. Yeah, oh, no. You first look at these and you find a rate, okay? And you see, okay, wow, this house will work. Let me see if I like it, okay? And then there you go. So you start here. The second thing, you deal with divorce attorneys. You deal with estate planners. Right? People are getting divorced. So if somebody wants to be in 33308, I call the top divorce lawyers and say, listen, hey, I own the brokerage. I own the school. I have buyers looking to buy a house in these neighborhoods. Do you have anybody getting divorced that needs to unload a property? Get 50 grand off, 60 grand off. Maybe it's assumable too. Right? And try to make a deal before it even hits the market because the people getting divorced want to get divorced. Right? So the people died last week. Right? They want to sell the house. Right? The kids want the money. Not to sound rude, but that's a fact. Right? So go to the estate lawyers, right? Hey, listen, I have people want to buy homes over here. Do you have anything coming on the market that's in probate? And then you can buy the deal, right? So there's other things you could do instead of, going on the MLS, sending a list and praying that somebody, comes down 50 grand. See, that's the kind of broker you need. Okay, if you're buying property. Now, when you're selling property, you're going to hear me talking to people in a few minutes. That's the kind of broker you need, the way I talk to them and show them what I do, right? So last but not least, before I get on the calls, I want to pull my pipeline up. Okay, the reason I want to show you guys my pipeline is because a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people out here talk. There's a lot of hot air, smoke, 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 right? Okay, they'll either talk about it, but they never show you what they do, right? They don't show you the numbers. They don't show you the closings. They don't show you what's happening, right? Well, I'm going to show you. Now, keep in mind, I own multiple businesses. I own my brokerage. I have 9 agents working with me. I own a school. I teach at the school, and I own the pizza business, right? So keep that in mind with what I'm going to show you, okay? So let me pull this up. Here's my pipeline. Okay, so right now I have about $7 million, a little over $7 million in listings, and we have about potential fees of a little over $275,000, $276,000. Okay, and all of our listings are right here currently. Okay, you can see addresses, you can see listing price, you can see potential income. This is my database. This is what I use with my agents, and we keep everything organized, right? So you can see all the addresses over here. You can see all the list prices here. You can see all the potential commissions here. Okay, so it's real simple. You guys want to pause it, come back, look at it. It's all there. Okay. So when you work with an agent, you want to know, what do you do? Okay. Do you dance around on TikTok in pink shoes, or are you a profitable agent and do you close deals, right? Are you one of the 74% that close no deals and you're praying to God, I let you list my house so you can pay your mortgage or your rent? Or are you a professional agent that is going to do the job and get it done for them? Okay. And that's what you want to look at. Okay, not that they're fancy and dancing around in pink shoes, because when they get 1 million views, they make money on YouTube. Half of them are making more money on YouTube. Half of them are making money on TikTok. None of them close real estate. Look them up. Put their name in. Go to Zillow. See how many deals they close. There's people on YouTube making 50 grand, 80 grand, 100 grand, and they close 3 deals in their lives. And then you're putting your trust in them. And then that's why you're seeing those numbers, right? That's why you're seeing 3,000 deals not closing, right? That's why you're seeing all that happen, because those deals aren't closing. Why? Those deals aren't closing because the agents don't know how to market them. The agents don't know how to sell them, right? The agents don't know how to position them. See, there's 3,000 here that came off the market and another 1,800 here that canceled. Those people are probably with agents that don't know what they're doing. That's really kind of what it comes down to, and I don't want to pull punches and I don't want to talk bad about people, but listen, a fact is a fact, right? So when you get somebody you want to work with, you got to hang on to them and look at their history. Look at what they're doing in the market. Look what they're selling, right? Okay, so that's all the information there. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to pull back real quick. Let me take my screen off of here and see if you guys have any questions here. Get that out of here. There we go. All right, so let's see. Let me look on here and see if we have any questions that came up. And if they do, we can answer them real quick before we start making some calls. Give me a second here. Kind of managing this here all myself, so. There we go. I don't see anything up there yet. Okay, so good. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pull the screen around here. And, okay, so there we go. So what you guys want to do, if there's any questions, you can put them in the chat, okay? And then Tanya and Francisco can answer some questions. I'm going to come back to you guys in between calls, okay? So I'm going to start calling people, and then I'll come back to you guys in between the calls and talk about like what happened and how that's going. Okay. There's a lot of answering machines. There's a lot of downtime. So I just want to run this live and we can all go through here and talk about it. And Francisco and Tanya, if you have any questions, just let me know. I have my earpiece in so I can hear when I'm over there. And sure. Just let me know if the sound is good when I get over there. I want to make sure you guys can hear everything we're doing, and we're going to get ready to make some calls. All right. Give me a second here. I'm going to grab a bottle of water too real fast just because I need something to drink when I'm going to be talking, So let me grab it. I got some bottles of water in the classroom. All right, so let me do this. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is while I'm talking to people, if I'm going over private information, I'm going to basically mute. So like when I'm talking to you guys here, to somebody like this, so when I hit the mute button, you're not going to hear, because if I'm getting people's emails and personal info, I'm not going to share that out there. with the world. So let's get to see that here. All right. And I'm going to put my pen down here, or my phone down here. Let me get ready to start making calls. All right. Now on my screen here, what I have is, I don't know if you guys can see details. I have all 3 MLSs, right? So the MLS we just looked at in Stellar is right here. I have my Flex MLS right here. So this is anything that's going on. So Stellar, let me explain to you what this is. So Stellar MLS is from Daytona Beach over to Tampa, down to Cape Coral, and over to St. Lucie County. So it's the whole center of the state. Anything for sale, anything for lease, commercial, residential, everything in there, right? Okay, so that one was the one with the $12,000 or 12,000 new listings and 14,000 price cuts. Flex is a smaller MLS. This is up here in Jacksonville. Okay, this is in Jacksonville, and this handles Jacksonville over to Gainesville, the whole northern part, down to like St. Augustine, all that area down there. Okay, it's a much smaller MLS. And then this one, it looks like the other one, but this one is Beaches. Okay, now Beaches is from St. Lucie County down to the Keys. So it's St. Lucie, Broward, Palm Beach, Dade County. Okay, so it's a medium-sized one. Stellar is, I believe, the largest MLS in the country. Beaches is the 3rd largest, I believe. And then Flex is just a small, because I'm in Jacksonville, I have to have properties up here. So the beautiful thing about being in all 3 MLSs is normally when you're dealing with an agent, they're only in one MLS. So when they list your property, it only goes in that one MLS, right? So what we do is we list the properties in 3 MLSs, and then we also list them and advertise them internationally. Okay, we advertise in 140 countries in 18 different languages. 2/3 of our listings, the buyer comes to us. We're a transaction broker, and we handle the whole transaction, 2/3. Okay, now the nice thing for the seller is when I do that, I reduce the commission. I reduce the commission to save the seller money. Yeah, I'm doing a little more work, but I'm not dealing with another agent, right? I'm not dealing with an agent that doesn't know how to fill out a contract. I'm not dealing with an agent that doesn't know how to do inspection properly. I'm not dealing with anything. So I charge the client less money, and I make more money because I'm not, there's other situations out there, right? So that's one of the things we do. And on 2/3 of our deals, we do that. Okay. So that's the plan. So when we come in here now, I have all 3 MLSs here, right? So I keep these up here because when I'm talking to people, through my land voice, I have all the information about them. Okay. The house, I know who listed it before. I see the map of it. I can see everything. I know everything about the house here before I even talk to them. Okay, so you can come through here. You can go through, see the houses. I could add notes. So I do my filtering. So I filtered from February 6th to today. Okay. And the filter I want is, X amount of dollars and higher. And there's 545 leads for me to call in all 3 MLSs. Now I can sort this. I can say I just want NEFAR, which is up here in Jacksonville. I can say I just want Beaches, which is down in Fort Lauderdale. I can say I just want Stellar, which is the Stellar area. But being a broker and being in all 3 MLSs, we have access to everything. And I give this access to all of my agents. So when my agents work with me, they have access to everything I have. Everything I do to build my business and make my business, my agents have the same tools at discounted prices because they're sub-accounts underneath me. So it's basically, it's a system that I built. 75% of my business is based off of this system for 20 years, right? 25 years. So if you guys have any questions there before we get started, and I'm just going to start making some calls. Let me see. We got anything on here? You guys see any questions or anything in there? I can't see the.
I don't see anything.
There's a comment. Let me see. There's a comment. I got to find it. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, so there's a comment here. It just came up here. So it says, what strategies do you recommend for finding renters who may be ready to buy, whether they're new to the state or have been renting long-term? Okay, so PCS, what is it? Syrup, something like that. All right, one of the things for me I don't really advertise for buyers. And, there's a lot of challenges there, and I'll explain why. Let me explain this to you why before I get started. I don't advertise to buyers. I don't really work with buyers unless it's a unique situation and it's a serious buyer. And here's why. Okay, when you work with a buyer, you got to meet with them. You got to get your broker agreement in place with them, right? You got to have it all ready to go. You got to get them approved, right? You got to know what they can afford. A lot of them fight you on that, right? Then you got to show them 10 properties. You show them 10, they didn't like any of them. You got to show them 5 more. They didn't like any of those. You show them 3 more. Wow, they loved one, right? Now you put a contract in. You get the house, great. You got a 10-day inspection. You go and inspect the house. The roof has $10,000 worth of damage. Okay, now seller doesn't want to fix it. Buyer doesn't want to buy it. Deal falls apart. Contract gets done. Money goes back. You got to show them 10 more properties. Then you got to show them 5 more properties. Then you finally find one and the deal goes through and you close it 6 months later, right? Driving, cost, searching, all that. Especially now, again, the market, the situation right now. A lot of buyers, that affordability is not there. I mean, you got to make $109,000 a year income at a 7% rate at today's prices to have your debt ratio correct for your lender to approve you, right? So there's a lot of challenges there. So for me, I'd rather focus on listings, right? Because I could sit here Saturday, 3 hours, make calls, get 2 listings. Now I have 2 listings. Now I go find the buyers for them and I close them in 30, 45 days. You see, that's the difference of buyers and sellers. Now I'm not saying don't work with buyers, right? People got to work with buyers. But what's happening is buyers are becoming educated, okay? Buyers are realizing that they may have to pay their buyer agent a commission, right? So educated buyers are now calling listing agents directly. Why would they pay 2-3% to an agent, right? When they can call the listing agent directly. The listing agent can act as a transaction broker in Florida, right? I'm in North Carolina and Tennessee too. North Carolina and Tennessee, you can't do that, right? You can't be a dual agent in any case. You can't be a dual agent in Florida, but you could be a transaction broker. If you know the system, you know how that works. I teach that in my courses. So as a transaction broker, you can represent the transaction, handle both sides, and do the deal, right? Now, that buyer can take that contract and go to their lawyer, pay the lawyer $500 or $1,000 instead of paying 2-3%. So if you're doing a $15,000 or a $300,000 house, you're going to pay $9-12 grand in commission, right? If the seller isn't willing to pay you. So that buyer goes directly to the listing agent, negotiates, hey, I'll pay you nothing. You keep the whole seller commission, or I'll give you 1%, you negotiate it, right? But you can get in there, pay nothing, get the contract, let the agent make this money on the seller, right? With their contract. And then you go to your lawyer, pay your lawyer to look it over, make sure it's okay. Just so you're happy with it. And now you just saved yourself, 8, 9, 10, 12,000, So a lot of educated buyers within the next year are going to start realizing they don't need buyer's agents. And I think buyer's agents are going to be in trouble. That's been my stance on that for a long time. Buyer agents don't like that, But the bottom line is, that's what you're up against the challenges. NAR threw you under the bus, right? NAR threw us all under the bus. So with the whole lawsuit and all that stuff going on. And this industry is under attack. The DOJ is still looking into things now because they don't like the rules that the NAR made. They're still not happy with it. So that's going to be coming out this year sometime. So there's a lot going on with that side of the business, right? So my advice would be focus on listings and work with a broker who partners with you. See, my agents, they'll tell you, I work with them. They're a realtor partner with me. Okay. I teach them the 25 steps to get into the business and I work with them. Okay. I teach them how to connect with people, how to position properly, and how to inspire people to work with them. Right. And then once they get the people inspired, say, hey, listen, I really want to work with you. I see what you bring to the table. And that's my training that I show them. They say, okay, let's set up a Zoom call. We'll do a consultation and go over everything. And that's when they bring me in. And at that point, I come in on every client and I help my agents. I help them close the deals. And the clients, I work with the client and the agent works with the client until the agents are sufficient enough to do it on their own. So I partner with them on the deals and they bring the client into the Zoom. And from that point there, we handle it. Francisco, you want to talk about that real quick before I jump on the phone? Like you just had one now, your first listing, 1.125 million, right?
Yes, it was really good. Good experience. This is a very sophisticated seller, knows a lot of the market. So he was a little picky, but we had a conversation. We established a connection, And in the end, I just had to do the appointment, which we had recently, and well, you basically handled the situation and had the listing. So yes, it was a very good experience. This
But he was really
South
challenging.
Florida.
But it was really challenging with him because he had an agent prior that really messed him up. That didn't have the market properly. He didn't have the right contract signed. You know, it was listed on the market when it expired, and they still had it on the market. I had to go through the MLS to get it removed. I mean, it was just a nightmare. You know. But I'm actually going down Saturday or Monday next week, right? I'm going to take the photos with the photographer, and we're going to have it up on the market Wednesday. We couldn't put it up on the market because it was on the market with this other agent, and he needed a time break in between. So that's actually going to hit the market on Wednesday, I think, right? Wednesday or Friday? I got to look at the contract. I don't remember.
I think it's Wednesday. So every now and then you find this deal that has a lot of complications you have to navigate through, but it's part of the business to have these cases in which you have to clean up the mess of a previous agent and keep the customer happy and continue to move on against all odds. Because it isn't just that someone messed up before we got into the case, but the market itself, as you mentioned, has changed so much that people are still getting used to how things are now.
Yeah.
So that's something that we really have to take into consideration as agents, that everything is changing right before our eyes.
Yeah, fast too. Very, very fast.
Yeah.
I've never seen a market shift as fast as it is, honestly. 25 years.
Crazy. It feels crazy. So it is crazy. And it's really something that I've never seen before.
And it's challenging for you guys as new agents. I mean, other new agents who don't have the training and what I'm doing with you guys, I don't know how they're doing it. If I was starting out in this, I mean, it took me 6 months to close my first deal. I mean, I went through companies and it was all smoke and mirrors. I had people teaching me that didn't know how to do it themselves. They didn't know what forms to use. I mean, it was just a nightmare. And so I took 3 months and I went to the MLS because there was no internet then, right? This was like, what, 15 years ago, 20 years ago? I had to go to classes and sit there. And the people teaching me were getting paid $20 an hour. They didn't even know how to do deals themselves, but they were teaching me. So I had to listen to what they were saying and then take what it was worth and teach myself. And that's what I did. Closed my first deal, made 18 grand on it. And I never looked back from there. That was kind of how it worked, you know, and that was back in 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, like, you know, in Florida. So, I mean, that's a lot of money, right? And it was worth it. But you guys, look, you're in it now 2 months, but you work full-time, right? In education. So you're not even practicing full-time. Like you're just making calls when you can, right? But you know, you went through and you deal with a lot of crap. Like you're going to see me deal with a lot of crap right now, right? But the ones you get, if you get one deal a week, you're good. Right.
I've got many options, but then again, with all of these situations of previous agents handling things, I reached out to several potential clients and really good clients, big fishes. But every now and then you find something, you come across a glitch in the system, and it all falls apart. That's a reality.
Well, you got to remember, 74% of agents close no deals. It's all like they act like it's all farce. And then when people get to the substance, like you'll notice, once people get on the phone on Zoom with us and I go over the report with them and I show them who we are and I show them what we do and I show them our accomplishments and how many deals we close and everything else, they're like, listen, I wish I knew you before. We get that all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So, and you see, once people realize you know what you're doing, they latch on and you build relationships with them. Everybody I deal with becomes friends. Like every client I ever had, I stay in touch with. I'm friends with them. It's not just a transaction. That's just how business works. I mean, cigar lounges. I've gotten more deals from people in the cigar lounges I'm invested in than anything. Pizza business. I've closed. Okay, this week is a year that the school bus with the pizza in it. I built the brick oven, right? I closed 4 real estate deals in a year from that bus. 4, just from people that eat pizza, right? So, and I'm working on 2 right now. So that's 6, really. They're just not closed yet, right? So that just do the math. My average commissions is what? $14,000, $15,000. So if I close 4 already, it paid for the bus, you know? So you got to think about that, right? And that's the goal. Like I expand in businesses because I'm real estate. When people ask me, Phil, what do you do? I'm in real estate. I buy it, I sell it, I flip it, you know? I joke with them. I tell them sometimes I burn it down, you know? But like, you know, it's just whatever, you know? In real estate is my heart, right? Everything else is other extremities. I need, you know, everything else is other extremities, but real estate is my main business. And This is what I try to teach you guys. And if you want to be an agent, it's not about watching HGTV. Nobody's coming knocking on my door saying, Phil, please sell my house. As good as I am, as great as I am at this business, no one comes to me and says, oh my God, where you been all my life? Nobody. I'm calling people up. They have no idea who I am. I got 15 seconds to get them to listen to me, right? 15 seconds. Now listen, when they don't want to listen, you'll see what I say to them. You'll see how I handle them, right? Okay. So, all right, let me get on the phone, man. Let me make some calls and let's see what we got going on here. I have a 3 o'clock. I have a new agent interview at 3, but I sent him an email to push him off a little bit, so I'm gonna do this a little bit longer. All right, so I'm gonna put this phone on the first call. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Okay, I'm gonna have it on a speaker. I just don't know how loud it's gonna be for the microphone. So let me look here. All right, so here we go. I might be able to call. Let me see something here. It looks like this is going to let me call through my phone. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. I got to add my device. Let me see. I might be able to call right through the computer through my phone. That might be pretty cool on this one. So I'll have to keep dialing. It's going to send a code. Get that real quick here. 075. See if that works. I usually call from my other computer. I don't usually call here, but I wanted to call out here for the live. So I usually make my calls from the other thing. But let me do this. I'll do this all the time if this works. Continue. Code shown on your PC. Technology is insane, isn't it? 7. All right, that's good for that. Give 1 second here. Okay. All right, let's see if this is working. I don't know if it's working, but let's find out. Continue setting up. Let me see if it works now. No, not working. I'm just going to call. Screw this. I don't have patience for that shit. All right, let's do this now. It's here, and this mouse is up here, so I can mute this if I need to. Okay, it's here. Okay, so let me just do this here. 804. All right. Can you guys hear this when it rings? Just let me know. Can you hear that or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Denise. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. I own a real estate school and real estate brokerage here in Florida. I'm also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee. The reason I'm calling, like I said, I wanted to introduce myself to you, and I'm sure you're probably busy and getting a lot of calls. But I wanted to say, you had a property over there on 62nd Court in Ocala. I've been in real estate for about 25 years, and I have the brokerage in school, like I said. And I was curious. I saw it come off the market, but I never seen it go on the market. And we deal with a lot of buyers over in that area. I wanted to just touch base with you and see if it was something you still wanted to sell. I'd love to set up a couple-minute Zoom call with you. I can pull a report and give you all the information on the property. If you have any questions, or if you would like to to see what I can go over with you, please give me a call. I'm going to give you my cell phone directly. It's 786-519-7991. All right. I hope you have a good weekend. And I know you're probably getting a lot of calls. Just give me a call back. I promise you'll thank me after the call. Thanks. Bye. See, guys, talking points, same conversation, right? Doesn't matter if I'm on the phone with them, sitting at a restaurant, sitting at a bar, right? Same conversation, right? Like this is my training with you, right? Francisco, Tanya, right? We haven't gotten into it yet. We're going to start Monday, Tanya, with the actual points, right?
Okay.
All right, so that was that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and this is what you guys got to do. I'm going to put PS, left message, right? And it's going to timestamp it. It's going to put it in there, right? Now, when you guys log into your system, you're going to see I called them and left the message, right? Now, that doesn't mean anything because unless it says PS sent report, now they're my contact, right? Unless you guys send the report, they're not a contact. The report makes them the contact, right? So let's get on to the next one. These are do not calls. Okay, here's one here. Magdalena. Okay, Orlando. Let's give this one a call. Okay. (407) 879 1503. There we go. You guys hear that okay? Did you get a message when I picked up? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Please leave your message for 407-879-1503.
Hey, Magdalena. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. Don't want to take too much of your time. I own a real estate school and a real estate brokerage here in Florida. We're family owned and operated. Been in the business for about 25 years. I build, develop, and I pretty much do everything with real estate. The reason I was calling you, again, was to introduce myself. And I wanted to speak to you. I saw you had a property over on Luna Negra Drive over there in Orlando that you had for sale for a while. I saw it come off the market recently, and I was just curious. I never seen it go on the market. And I have a lot of buyers over in that area that I work with. And I just wanted to touch base with you to see if it was something that you still wanted to sell. And if so, I'd love to set up a 10 or 15-minute Zoom call with you. I could pull a report on the property, go over all the detail with you, and give you an idea of like what possibilities there are. I've been doing this all my life. So if you have any questions, please give me a call. I'd love an opportunity. Take I don't know, maybe a half hour at the most, and I can go over everything with you. Again, my name's Philip Simonetta. You can reach me directly on my cell phone. It's 786-519-7991. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. 3, 6, 4. That was not service. Okay. This one. Call, do not call. See if I have any questions or comments in there. Any questions or comments in there, guys? Do you see anything? Nothing. Okay. Good.
forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 423381225 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Edith. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. I own a real estate school and real estate brokerage here in Florida. I'm also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee, family owned and operated. The reason I'm calling is, again, I wanted to introduce myself to you. And I saw that you recently had a property over on Dole Street in Northport for sale that came off the market. The reason I was calling, I buy, I sell, I build, I develop, and I know the area pretty well, and I have some buyers over in that area I was working with. And the reason I was calling is that I'd seen it come off the market because we get notified when properties come off, but I'd never seen it actually go on the market. So I was wondering if it was something that you were still wanting to sell. And if so, I'd love to have a conversation with you. We could possibly set up a Zoom call. I can pull a report on the property and go over all the details with you and see if it's something that, maybe I can help you with. Feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number directly is 786-519-7991. And I look forward to talking to you. Okay. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. So what I want to say to you guys, do you see how I'm having a conversation with them? Like the approach? So
Yeah.
If you got a phone call like that and you wanted to sell your house even this much, would you at least want to hear what I have to say?
I would.
Right? You had
Yeah, you leave enough details and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, you have your house on the market. The agent probably hasn't called you back. You can't get a hold of them. They don't help you. Right? Do you think they at least want to say, you know what, who is this guy? He has a school and a brokerage, right? And you know the tonality I'm using? Hey, Edith. Hey, John, right? And they're like, and I pause for a minute, right? They're like, who is this? Right? So at least you know they're going to listen to the message, right? You get a phone call, right? Hey, Francisco. And it stops. Hey, my name's Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. Stop. You're at least going to listen to that message, right?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I will.
Right.
Because it doesn't come across pushy,
I'm not trying to sell them anything. I know I'm the best guy on earth to sell it. I know nobody on earth does what I do. So that's it. I'm coming with that confidence because I know who I am and what I do. It's that simple. And that's the confidence you got to call people with. Why? Because you're my partner. You lean on me. You're my real estate partner, right? I'm your broker. You're leaning on me, right? So that confidence I have with people, you got it. Because you work with me, right? Does that make sense?
A lot.
Right. So I just want to get one on the phone so I can close it. Let me try to get somebody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's one. Okay. This one's in Kissimmee. This is now you, Francisco.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail
What
box.
is going on? One second here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I got to send an adjustment here. Okay, we're good there. Okay. All right, no other comments. Okay, we're good. Let me see something here. Comments. I'm gonna put a link in here, guys. If anybody watching the stream actually wants to come in and has any comments, I'm going to put a link in here. I'm just going to put link to join. And if you click this link or copy and paste this link, it'll bring you into the waiting room and I can bring you in. All right. So link to join. Give me a second here. Paste. All right. I just posted it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. There's a link there. If you click that link or copy and paste it, I'm not sure if it's clickable everywhere. You'll be able to come in. If you have any questions and stuff, I can answer them for you. Yeah. All right. That's good. All right. So let's go to the next one.
Black and Beach. Please hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
That's like a business. Hold on. That's weird.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Nathan. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. I own a real estate school and brokerage here in Florida, also in North Carolina and Tennessee. And the reason I was calling you, again, was to introduce myself. And I wanted to have a conversation with you about the property over on the Bells of Ireland Court there. I have other properties over in that area that I sold recently, and I have some buyers that are interested. And I saw it came off the market recently. You had it on the market for a few months there. But the thing was, I never seen it go on the market. And I was curious if it was something that you still wanted to sell. If possible, I'd love to have a 10-minute conversation. I'm sure you're probably getting a lot of calls from all these people and stuff trying to sell your house. But like I said, I've been in this business for over 25 years and in school with brokerage. We're family owned and operated. And I do a lot of real estate. And if you can, give me a call. My cell phone directly is 786-519-7991. 10-minute call. I could even set up a Zoom call, 10, 15 minutes, pull a report, and really give you some good information and give you some good ideas with the market shifting and all the stuff going on. I also have some videos on YouTube, 700, 800,000 views on them, that we did some interviews on the Florida market. I could also send those to you. Please give me a call, 786-519-7991. It's Philip Simonetta. Have a great day. Take care. All right. Let's see.
Please leave your message for sorry, full. 701-1815.
Hi, Ernesto. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. Just need a couple minutes of your time. I own a real estate school and real estate brokerage here in Florida. We're also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee, family owned and operated. I've been in business over 25 years. Reason I was calling you, I saw a property you had recently. It was on the market for a few months down in St. Cloud on Cul-de-sac Court. The reason I was calling, I wanted to see if it was something you still wanted to sell, because I have some buyers that I'm working with down there, and I also sell a lot of property down there. And I noticed it came off the market, but I never really seen it go on the market. It didn't really come up at all in my searches. If you can give me a call, my cell phone number is 786-519-7991. I'd love to have a couple-minute conversation with you. I can even jump on a Zoom call with you, and I can pull up some reports and show you everything on the properties. Been in this for 25 years. I build, I develop, and I sell, I buy, I flip, I do all kinds of things with real estate. And I just want to have a quick conversation with you and see if it's something I may be able to help you with. You can reach me at 786-519-7991. That's my direct cell. And hopefully I'll hear from you. Okay? Have a great day, man.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Anna. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. I own a real estate school and a real estate brokerage here in Florida. We're licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee as well. The reason I was calling you, again, I wanted to introduce myself, and I wanted to ask you, I saw you had a property on Janice Avenue over there in Northport for sale. It was on the market for about 6 months. I saw it come off the market recently, and I wanted to know if it was still something you wanted to sell. I have a lot of buyers and a lot of real estate I do. Again, I've been in business 25 years. Buy, sell, flip, I develop. We deal with tons of rentals. And I was calling you because I noticed it come off the market, but I never really seen it go on the market. And the reason I was calling is I wanted to have a conversation and see if there was something I could do to possibly help you sell it if you still wanted to. You can reach me directly on my cell phone. It's 786-519-7991. I know the market's shifting pretty quickly and there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I can even set up a Zoom call with you and we can spend 10, 15 minutes. I can go over a report with you and show you everything with the property and give you some of my opinions that might be able to help you. Again, you can reach me 786-519-7991. I also have some YouTube videos with hundreds of thousands of views, 70, 100,000 views on the market stuff going on in Florida that might help you. Give me a call, 786-519-7991, and it's Philip Simonetta. Talk to you soon.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Maria. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. I own a real estate school and a real estate brokerage here in Florida, also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee. The reason I was calling, I said, was to introduce myself. And I wanted to ask you, you had a property that's been on the market for about a year over on Villa Demani Circle up there in Davenport. And I wanted to see if it was something you were still interested in selling. I noticed it came off the market. I didn't really see it go on the market or anything with it. So again, I would just wanted to have a conversation with you, maybe 5-10 minutes. I could even set up a Zoom call and then pull a report and go over it all with you. And just see if there's something we can do to work together, if I can help you, if you still want to sell it. You can reach me at 786-519-7991. And I see you're over there in the 33896. One of my good friends owns one of probably the best pizza shops in Florida. It's called Menino's. It's off of 17 there. So if you get a chance, check it out. All right. My name's Phil. Give me a call back, 786-519-7991. All right. Have a good day. You think one of them want to call back, right? All right, so let's go to the next page. Hi, I was trying to reach Aaron. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to him. I'm not sure if I have the correct number here. Reason I was calling, I own a real estate school and brokerage here in Florida, also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee. And I was calling, he had a property for sale over in Shady Preserve in Riverview. And the reason I was calling, so I was on the market for about 6 months and it recently came off. And I do a lot of business over in that area. And I was curious, I saw it come off the market, never really seen it go on. And I wanted to have a quick conversation and I could probably even set up a Zoom call and go over a report and show you some things on the property and see if there's something we can do together. Maybe I can help you sell it if you still need to. You can reach me at 786-519-7991. That's my direct cell phone. You don't have to go through the office number. Again, I'm the broker owner of Pier Realty. And you give me a call then, okay? 786-519-7991. Thanks, man.
Phil,
Yeah.
I'm curious. During times that you leave messages, let's say consecutively or whatnot, what percentage of prospects actually call back? Like the same day, next day? How does that work?
It's hard to say. Some days I'll get a lot of callbacks. Some days I won't. I mean, it's just for me. Look, I'm taking the time to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Now the other thing I'm going to do is every phone call that I made, I'm going to go back and send them a text with my video from Saks.
Oh, okay.
Right. When I'm done making calls later today, I'll say, "Hey, I have a pre-made text. Hey, I left you a message earlier. This is Philip."
Good. Okay.
Below is the short video. I tell everybody I made videos, right?
Yeah.
Below is the short video below is the video I mentioned in my message.
Okay.
Then they're going to watch the video, you know?
Got it.
Then they're going to go to my YouTube channel. Then they're going to like it and subscribe. They're going to see my videos. Eventually they're going to call.
Right. Okay.
Right? And you notice the thing here. Oh, there's Dana. Let me let her back in. Dana, you're home.
Hey, I've been here.
Oh, hold on. I just saw you in there. I wasn't looking at the screen.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. That's fine.
It's okay. I got you. You're good. Okay, so I just pulled you in. Okay, Dana is also a new agent. Dana and Tanya actually both started together, and they're in the apprenticeship right now. They're getting ready to prepare to start making calls. We're 3 sessions in of the month-long training, so we're getting ready to start with them. There's a couple other questions on here too. Let me pull these up here. So there's one question here. It says, "What's your approach to following up after leaving a voicemail?" How do you decide when to call again and when to stop? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll leave the voicemail. I'm going to send a text message. Now, I'm going to type in the comments what I send, and you guys can actually watch the video. So I have pre-made text messages. I have pre-made emails, and I have pre-made follow-up that we all use, right? And when we send the reports, we have pre-made emails. It's templates for everything, okay? So basically what I do is I go ahead and I'm going to type in here. I was just saying, hello. This is Philip. Here's the YouTube video I mentioned. Let me get the link real quick. Here, just give me a second, guys. I'm going to go get the link real quick from YouTube. Here we go. Bear with me. All right. Now, this video, 3 weeks old, okay, has 587,000 views. Now, when people see that, if that doesn't impress them, the information is going to impress them. Right? So here's the link. So anybody who wants to see this would be the text that I'm going to send them. Right? All right. So there, it's now in the chat for everybody. So that's just going to be the text I send them from my cell phone. Right? And then that's the video. Now, I don't know. It's kind of weird looking in there. I don't know if it's going to, let me post just the video separate. There we go. It kind of with the chat. There we go. So that link right there, I'm going to pull it up. That link right there, if you click it or copy and paste, it will take you to the video. Okay. And that's my follow-up with them. Right. And my goal is I try to make 100 phone calls a day, and I try to talk to 10 people a day. Right. Now, 10 people a day, that doesn't mean just here on the phone. That means if I go to dinner to a restaurant, I sit at the bar and I talk to somebody, ask them, hey, what do you do for a living? I let them tell me all about themselves. And what are they going to do then? They're going to ask me what I do for a living. And I tell them, listen, I'm in real estate. No, I'm not a realtor. I'm in real estate. I don't run around in pink shoes and dance on TikTok. I tell them that. And they start laughing. I go, when you get pulled over in the car, the police ask you for your real estate license, not your driver's license, because everybody got one. And they start laughing. I say, listen, I own a real estate school. I actually teach people to get a real estate license. Agents who have licenses, I teach them how to become a broker. I teach 32 courses altogether, just added one. And I teach them the continuing education, post-education. Now, on top of that, I own a brokerage. We're licensed Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, top 5%. Close tons of deals. I have 9 agents working for me. Just like that. Now, do you think if that guy has anything or that lady has anything to talk about real estate, who are they going to talk to? Their best friend that has a license that bartends? Or are they going to talk to me? Right? That's the conversation. It's that simple. You become the logical choice because you know what you're doing. Now, you are my agents. You're brand new. Dana, the only thing you do is you say, just that same conversation I just had. Well, we have a real estate school and brokerage. We do this instead of I, right? My broker partner, Phil, does this. My broker partner, Phil, here's a video. Here, let me text you the video. Boom. You automatically assume me because I'm working with you. So it doesn't matter if it's your first day or your 10th year. You're leaning on me, my results, my name, my business, my company. Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, really? We have $7 million on listings right now. We have this, and this. Here we go. Take a look. We, I. So I sell French. Right?
Yeah.
So you get my point? That's why I'm trying to impart this into you guys. All you have to do is say, we have the same conversation. Eventually something's going to stick. Francisco's got $1 million deal. Sean's not here. He has 4 listings. We got to get them sold. They're on the market. A lot of people don't show up. A lot of bullshit, right? You deal with it, but you got to sort through it.
Yeah.
If you make 100 calls a day and you talk to 10 people, you're going to get 1 deal a week. You get 1 deal a week. Average commission $6,000 to $8,000. That's $400,000 a year, right?
So
You just
true.
got to do the work. You just got to do the work. It's statistics, right? And now it's going to get easier. You know why? Because other agents are terrible. And what we bring to the table is 10 times better. And it's not that the agents are terrible because they're stupid. It's not because they're lazy. It's because no one teaches them how to do business. And they're going through the same challenges that Dana and Atanya went through, working with other, because they just throw you out there. Good luck. Give me your monthly fee. Good luck. Right?
Yeah.
And then they give you some rah-rah little training that's a bunch of bullshit. Right? When you're in your training, give them the phone and say, here, show me how to make a call. They'll turn white. Right? I did that to Mike Ferry. Mike Ferry, the big trainer. I said, Mike, hey, can you show me how to do it? That's it. You know? Get on the phone. Talk to people. Do what I'm doing right now. Eventually somebody's going to answer and talk to you. They might call you an asshole. They might tell you go screw yourself. I tell them one hand or two. What do you want? Like, I don't give a shit what they say. I'm never going to meet them, right? You just got to have conversations with people. You got to show your value. And when they need you, they'll talk to you. Anybody who listens to these messages, I'll get calls. I mean, the ringer's off of me. But anyway, I'm going to go back and make more calls. I want to get a live call so you guys can see. Like, I mean, I'm going to keep calling until 3. I mean, there's days I get none. There's days I get 2 appointments. It's just this. And we're going to do this every Saturday now. I'm going to set aside 2 hours every Saturday for the rest of February, and we're going to do this. And I'll get appointments. I'll get stuff done. I just got to get somebody on the phone, right?
It's a numbers game. You have to keep going until you get
That's all
something.
it is.
It's like fishing.
And then
it's like fishing.
pretty much.
You go out on the
So here,
open and
I
then
got
you get
one-
something or you don't.
We got one more comment here. And if you have their email address, would you recommend adding them to a drip? So I don't like drip campaigns. I don't like emailing people out of the blue. And I'll tell you why. What do you do when you get an email out of the blue?
Spam.
What do you do? I spam
I
it.
delete
throw
it.
out.
Yeah.
I don't even look at it, right? Just like postcards. Real estate agents sending postcards and handwritten letters and all that kind of stuff. Okay. What do you do when you get junk mail? Unless it's a pizza advertisement. Right? I keep the coupons for pizza. But I get shit in the mail. So what makes you think they're not going to do that with yours? Okay, it's 2025, not 1978. That shit doesn't work. You got to get in front of people. You got to show people what you do. Watch that video I did with Saks, right? That clip in there. Okay, I've gotten people calling me left and right from them. You go back to Saks Realty. Let me pull this up for you, okay? I'm going to share something with you guys really quick. Share my screen. Let's go to YouTube. Let me do this here, entire screen, and I'll get back to these calls in a minute. Okay, when I talk to people, what I show them is I'll go to Saks Realty. I'll pull up the videos. He just put a new one out this morning. I'm actually, Monday at 11 a.m., I'm doing another recording with him to a follow-up to our last one. So it'll be out next week, Wednesday or Saturday. So if you come into Saks Realty and you go to Todd's popular videos, okay? Here's one, 2 million views. Now this guy worked for I think he was in, his dad or him worked in Ronald Reagan's administration. His second most videos talking about shit, literally. It's septic tanks, right? And then he has one with two with Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff owns gold mines. The guy's super wealthy. He has wealth funds. He sells. He's an investment bank. Like he owns a bank, right? Danielle DiMartino Booth. She worked for one of the Feds, Greenspan or Bernanke. Melody Wright worked for Greenspan or Bernanke. This guy's a hedge fund guy. This guy owns goldsilver.com, Mike Maloney. And then the next video you got is me, right? This is talking about Florida. Steve Hankey worked for Ronald Reagan. Adam Taggart has a big YouTube thing. This guy has he's an author and he's an investor. I'm not sure all he does. Another one with Harry Dent, another one with the girl that worked for one of the Feds, and then another one with me, right? This video is another one with me that he did. Hold on a second. This is the one that I send, right? So let me pull this up for you guys. Let me get this going here. This is the video that I send to people, like the one that I put in the clip there for you guys to look at. This is the actual video. Now, this is the one we're doing the follow-up video on. This video here, 587,000 views in 3 weeks, which is insane, right? So let's go back. So there's that video with me. And then you come down, okay? And then there's a few more with the, you know, these are pretty well-known people. There's another one with me right here, right? And then, you know, you just keep going through here. There's tons of videos, the popular ones, huh? And then there's another one, you know, these here are all 400,000 views. You know, here's one. I had another one with him I did. Here's one. Oh, they're right next to each other now. Look, here's one with 587 and here's one with 508, right? But you see, look at the people around here. These are all well-known people, like very well. They work for the government, stuff like that. Okay. The information that I bring to the table and the experience I bring to the table, it shows it right there. People want to hear what we have to say, right? You know, there's other videos in here too. I think I did one down here, like 70-some thousand. Had a little bit less on it. We'd have some live videos. Here's another one here, 76,000 views about people moving out of Florida. And then if you go into the lives, I have a bunch of lives one was with him too. There's one here we did. This one was done on election night before the election coverage. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's one I did with him and another guy. We did, it was like 3 of us on it. One of his brokers somewhere in here. I did one with this guy with him. So, you know, here's one we did. There's one. It was me and the other guy on it here. This one. There's one here. I can't find it. This one here. I was on this one here. That's like 100,000 views with him. You know, just talking about what's going on with the buyers, the markets, the things I'm talking about, right? And facts. So this is the future, right? This stuff here is the future of real estate. You know, getting out there, talking to people, them seeing who you are, them wanting to deal with you is really the future of where the business is, you know? All right, cool. Any other questions, anybody?
Okay.
All right, good. Get back over here. There we go. All right, so let's get back to this. Let me put this up. There we go. All right, let's get back. Let's try to make some calls and get a hold of somebody on the phone here. I'm trying to see if there's any other messages. I don't see anything there. All right, so let's do this. Let's see. Wrong name. It's supposed to be Kevin.
So you just hung up?
Yeah, it says Tommy, but the guy's name's Kevin on the thing here. Sometimes you have wrong numbers. What are you going to do? See, there's no emotion to it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. Screw them. Next, you know. Yes, that's do not call. Seven, 284.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Mark of Woolwich is not available. Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Martha. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you and Tom. I own a real estate school and a real estate brokerage here in Florida. I'm also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee. The reason I was calling, I'm sure you're probably getting a lot of calls. I promise you'll thank me after I talk to you. I saw you had a property over there on Seaburn in Apopka. The reason I'm calling, again, to introduce myself, and I wanted to see if it was still something that you wanted to sell. I noticed it came off the market. It's been on the market for about 100 days. And I noticed that it came off, but I never seen it on my market searches. I never seen it go on the market. And I wanted to know, again, if it was something you wanted to sell. I have buyers that I work with in the area, and I know the market's going crazy right now. I've been in this business 25 years. I develop, I build, I flip. I handle a lot of investment and commercial property. And the reason I was calling, again, introduce myself, and I'd like to have a 10-minute conversation with you to see, if you are wanting to sell it, I'd be more than happy to see if I can work with you and see if, I can figure something out. You can also jump on a Zoom call with me, 10, 15 minutes. I'd love to run a report, show you guys everything I see with the property and give you some advice. Feel free to give me a call on my cell phone directly. It's 786-519-7991. And my name's Philip Simonetta. All right. Thank you so much. And have a good day. I'll shoot you a text message a little bit later as well with a video I did on YouTube that has about 500,000 views. Okay. Thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 417-434-8174 is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye. I can't get to the phone right now. Leave me a message and I'll call you back. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi, Rhonda. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. The reason I'm calling, I own a real estate brokerage and a real estate school here in Florida. I'm also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee. Again, I was calling to introduce myself to you. I saw you had a property on 32nd Lane over in Bradenton, and it came off the market recently. I saw it was on for about 180 days. The reason I was calling, I wanted to see if it was something you still wanted to sell. I work with a lot of people in that area. I know the market's kind of crazy right now. I saw it come off the market, but I didn't really see it in the market, like on any of my searches. If you can give me a call, my cell phone directly is 786-519-7991. Love an opportunity to talk to you, and I can even jump on a Zoom call, pull up some reports, and give you some advice on it. You can reach me, again, 786-519-7991. I'll shoot you a text message later as well. It's Philip Simonetta. Thank you so much. Take care.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Thomas, please?
this is Tom.
Hey, Thomas. My name is Philip Simonetta. I was calling to introduce myself to you. Just need a minute of your time. I promise you'll thank me for the call. How you doing? Good, good. As I said, the reason I was calling was to introduce myself. I own a real estate school and a real estate brokerage here in Florida. I'm also licensed in North Carolina and Tennessee. Family owned and operated. My son Aiden, he's 26. He's a broker and instructor with me. Again, the reason I'm calling, first to introduce myself, and then also I saw you had a property over there on Lavender Loop in Bradenton that was on the market for about 150 days. Are you still interested in selling that? I saw it come off the market on my, like every day I get the properties that come off the market, but I never seen it come up in any of my searches or anything. And I wanted to know if it was something you still wanted to sell or if it was just something you weren't planning to sell anymore.
Still planning to sell, and it is going to be listed back on what it's called.
The MLS?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
MLS. It'll be back on tomorrow.
Okay. Did you already sign a contract to put it back on, or is it something that?
No, it's already been signed.
Okay.
It's been delivered.
Okay, understood. What I'll do is I'll keep an eye out for it, and if I do come across any buyers or anything, I'll reach out to the agent that you're with and see if I can get something going for you guys. If it's okay, is it okay if I send you a quick text message? I do a lot of YouTube videos. We have about 500,000, 700,000 views on all the market conditions. I'd be more than happy to send that over. You could take a look at some of the videos and some of the interviews we do. And in the future, yeah, what I do is I mostly work with listing properties, and then I actually go and find the buyers to buy my listings. Like a lot of these agents list them, and I call it the 3 Ps. They put a sign in the yard, they put it in the MLS, and they pray somebody comes and buys it. But we do a lot of international marketing. I really, 2/3 of our deals, we bring the people in, and we really try to do the deal, especially today in this market. It's insane. But if it's okay, I'd be more like when I'm finished here, I can send you a text message. Take a look at the video, and if things don't work out down the line, I'm a phone call away if you ever need any advice or anything.
Very much. You also saw real estate in Tennessee. What part of Tennessee?
Yeah. Just like in Florida, I work in the whole state of Florida. I have 9 agents that work for me. I got my license in Tennessee. Funny story. I had a listing here for people that were moving to Tennessee, and they had 2 agents out in Tennessee that they were working with, but they couldn't find a property. So I built some homes in Tennessee. I'm actually building some more now about an hour from I'll get you the exact zip codes and everything. We're developing the land right now. Anyway, what I did was I got my license in Tennessee in 10 days because I've been licensed in Florida and North Carolina, and I have a school. So I had all the qualifications. I didn't need to take any schooling. I just took the test. So I got my license, literally took the test on the computer, and I had it in 10 days. I found the clients a house in Tennessee, got under contract with them before I even had the house here sold. It wasn't under contract. That's the story behind my Tennessee license. So
if you're in East Tennessee or Central Tennessee.
Yeah. Dunlap is the area that I sold that did the properties for them. I have access to the whole state. It's just a matter of what you're trying to do. See, what I do is I have agents I work with out there. So if we need to do something, they work with me. I don't have to leave Florida. I do all the research. When I send you my video, you're going to see it has 600,000 views on it. I use all the technology in the world. I break it all down. I'm very analytical, and I can send you the information. You'll see in that video what I'm talking about because I actually show the stuff in the video. Where are you building out there? What are you doing?
We are going to move to Tennessee after we sell the house here.
Okay, cool. That's fun. It's just like my other clients. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, when you're ready, listen, when I found the house for them, I didn't leave Florida. I basically got all the searches together. They found houses. They went out there Memorial Day weekend a couple years ago. And I had the agents who were the listing agents do courtesy showings for me. They went to the houses. They found one. We got an inspector to go. I inspected everything with them from here. We put the deal together, and they closed on their property here November 12th, and they closed on the one out there November 15th. Was how we did it. It's how when you see the video, I've been in this business. It's like routine for me. And it's frustrating because I know there's a lot of crazy agents, and the market's crazy out there too, right now. And we have a bunch of listings. I do a lot of commercial. We do a lot of development. and retail as well. So just like today, I'm calling you. What I do is every day I call people who were trying to sell their house and had issues, and I tell them who I am, what I do, and then I offer my services. But you're already with an agent. You guys already did a contract, so that's not you're with them 100%. But listen, what I'll do is I'll send you a text message with all my info and the video, and then if you want, when you have a minute, we can set up a Zoom call. Since you're under contract with the people in Florida, I mean, I can't ethically work with you on that one. But when it comes to Tennessee, I'm more than happy to sit down. We could do a 15, 20-minute Zoom call. I'll pull up all the properties there. And I'm telling you, I'll do more for you from here in my office than agents in Tennessee can do for you. It's just the way it works.
That's great. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was this real estate salesman for a few years.
So you know.
I sold like commercial property in the Orlando area.
Okay. What about what? What did you do down there? I had an office in Davenport for a while.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. My buddy has one of the best pizza shops down there. It's called Menino's. I love it now.
Well, so I don't do much of anything.
Yeah.
But I'm also a professional planner by profession. And,
Okay.
so I was very active here in Bradenton.
That's great,
for
man.
about 30 years. And then retired.
I don't blame you.
I actually retired to Tennessee.
Okay.
Really liked Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I found a wife who lived in Florida on a canal,
Yeah.
Fort Myers. We got married, and we rehabbed the house, and then moved to Bradenton, back to Bradenton, because that's where all my contacts and all my friends are.
Sure.
But Bradenton now has gotten to be a ridiculous place to live, traffic-wise.
There's a lot. I know.
Water, sewer, everything.
How's your insurance and taxes? Have the taxes jumped up on you and the insurance?
Yeah.
Not yet.
We live in a community that's about 15 years old.
Okay.
Our house is about 12 years old.
Okay.
Is that right, Sheila? 12? I thought it was 13.
Yeah, I see it. I see it here. I'm looking at it. I actually have it on the screen in front of me. Yeah. I'm looking on Zillow. Yeah.
So we've done okay with the tax part of it.
Sure.
But we just hate the environment now. It's not like I was born in Tampa.
Yeah.
So I know Florida very well.
Yeah.
And it's not the Florida that I know very well anymore.
Yeah. There's a lot of changes. A lot. And yeah, I'm with you. I have a lot of people. Two reasons: leaving for the same reason you're talking, and also a lot of people are leaving because they're getting called back to work because they moved here and they were doing the virtual working, and now they must go back. And a lot of them are actually and they're in a little bit of trouble because they bought these houses 2-3 years ago, and the market is softened a lot.
Yeah.
And right now, I'll give you an example. In the last 7 days, 12,000 new properties hit the market, and 14,000 properties reduced their price. And I do this. This is a daily thing I do. And I look at this and I see, you had 3,400 houses expire, just like yours. Like they were on the market and then they expired. In the last 7 days, 3,400 properties. So what's happening is the prices are falling faster. And one of the things I'm running into is when I'm working with buyers, I just put an offer in for a buyer yesterday. We're looking for properties that have FHA or VA mortgages on them because they're assumable, right? So I found a property for these buyers over in Orange Park here. It's on the golf course. They're asking $475. The place is immaculate. It was built in the 90s, but it's brand new roof, brand new everything. The house is all redone. It's like they redid it, like to stay there forever, but for some reason they're leaving. I mean, the crown molding. I mean, it's on the golf course community. So we ended up offering them $440, right? Because the market's shifting down. It was off the market twice. The deals fell apart. Now it's back on. They're doing an open house today. So we made the offer. But the kicker is they have a 3.49% assumable mortgage. So the buyer has to come with 80 grand down, which is okay. My buyer's putting 100,000 down. So to take that deal, the house is beautiful, but the asset is the mortgage, not the house. Right? So you're able to borrow $395,000. That's the assumable amount at 3.49. it saves them $788 a month compared to what it would be on the interest for a loan today at 6.98. Right? So you think about that. $700, right? 788. Let's just say 800 over 30 years if they keep it. Right? So that's what, $9,600 a year times 30. You know, that's what, $280,000 just in interest savings. So whenever I'm working with buyers, I look for those because instead of just putting a search in the MLS, like you were in the business. So first thing I do is I look at all the assumables and say, here, it's like an arranged marriage. You might like it, but you'll learn to love it for the rate. I always joke with them. So I always joke with people, but like this house here, I don't know if we'll get it. I mean, they're willing to go a little higher. They're willing to go to 450 just because they don't want to go too high because they know the market's coming down, And these people who bought in the last 2-3 years that got to get out are in trouble because by the time they pay their fees, their taxes, their commissions, it's costing them money to leave. So if you bought your house in the middle of 18 or prior, you have equity. You have room. You can come down 20 grand. You're okay. But anybody who bought towards the end of 18 till now are in trouble. Unless it's a VA, unless it's a assumable mortgage or FHA, where they have 2.8, 4.8, 3.8. Now they may be able to get a little higher price because they're saving all that money over the interest, So that's kind of the negotiation part.
For example, we have our house outright.
Oh, that's great.
We'll buy.
Yeah. And there's deals in Tennessee. The market's coming down pretty hard in Tennessee.
Yeah.
There's really good deals out there. Yeah. I have a friend out there. Again, pizza. I also own pizzeria businesses. I own cigar lounges. I was in the nightclub and restaurant business when I was young in Philly. And I was always in the pizza businesses. When I was a kid, I used to open up pizza shops. Like I would find a location, open it up, cost me like $100 grand, and then get it running and making money, and I sell for $350. And then I'd open another one. I do 2 or 3 a year, And that's how I built money up. And then after college, I got into real estate. And then, ever since that, real estate's been how I make my living, and then everything else is extra. So I've been invested in cigar lounges, pizza businesses, pretty much anything that makes sense. Like if business makes sense, I do it. Real estate,
Oh, that's good.
but I gotta have fun. If it's not fun, I don't do it. Yeah. Is this number here okay to text to? I'll send it to you right now. Yeah. Yeah. And then let me know. Let me know how you make out with everything here, because if you want to do, we can set up a Zoom call and do all that. But then what we'll do is we can link up here because we need to time everything out for when this thing closes, so you can go right into the other one. So, all right, man. I wish you didn't listen. I could do it all for you. Yeah. Well, the Tennessee one for sure, man. All right. You're very welcome. Have a great weekend. I'll send you a text message right now. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
That sounds good. Sounds really good.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Always 100%, right? Francisco,
that was good.
I talk to somebody.
So what did he say he did in the?
He was a real estate agent for a couple years, and then he got into planning.
Okay.
Planning, development for the city, like planning, urban development. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And he wants to move out of Florida so that
he's moving to Tennessee. He don't like Florida anymore. He likes Tennessee.
But he Florida's still doesn't have a real estate agent in Tennessee.
Well, correct. But he just signed a contract to relist it with the same agent here. Now, what do you think that's probably not going to sell again?
I mean, with the same agent, the agent's probably going to continue doing whatever.
Right. But here's the thing. I can't solicit it anymore because he signed a listing agreement.
Right.
It's unethical to solicit that.
Right.
But it's not unethical to sell Tennessee.
Right.
No.
Send him a text message, and then he sees how good I am. And then when his agent doesn't sell his house in 2 months.
Yeah, and obviously he was interested in what you had to say because he stayed on the phone.
Oh yeah, he stayed on the phone a long time.
He wants to sell his house, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And that was a good conversation.
Remember I tell you the second they know what you're doing, they latch on.
Yeah.
You just
really interested. Yeah.
You just witnessed it. And his wife was sitting next to him.
That was really good because it was right,
educational
in many ways.
Right. So do you see how it works? That didn't happen anything
Yeah.
right now. But listen, I'm going to send him a text message right now.
Yeah. Wow,
All right.
that
I
was
got to
good.
send him a text message. All right. Let me send him a text message. I'm going to send him my original text message with all my stuff in it. I can't see. I'm getting old, man. I need my reading glasses.
That's the thing.
Don't get
'cause
old, people. Don't get old.
one of the things that we as new agents had to probably get over is the fact that not always you do the deal right then and there.
It's never right there, then and there,
Right.
ever, man.
I mean, in terms that the person that you're dealing with might not be there for you right now, but maybe in the future. It tells you, hey, 1 month from now, 2 months, or probably a year.
I just want them to know who I am, man, because when they look into me, there's no one on earth that does what I do.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Man. And to your point, Francisco, you mentioned, I think when we started the calls, it's the numbers, it's all about numbers. So think about all of those voicemails that Phil had to leave. I don't know how many it was. Let's say it was, I don't know, 8, 10. All of a sudden somebody picks up and the conversation lasts. It's like they're friends,
That's how it goes. You got to go through the grind.
Yeah. That's very true. Very true.
It's fishing. Yeah. I call it fishing because it's the same principle. You got to go there out in the open, have your rod, and then wait until something picks up. And it's fishing.
The waiting. Yeah. Patience. Yeah. That's good. That was really good. And as soon as I guess Phil said Tennessee, he didn't know that guy was planning on moving there.
I have no idea.
That was it.
I just tell him who I am and what I do.
Exactly. That was.
And I told him Dunlap. Then I told him a story of what I did for the lady here. That's why I got my license here to sell the house, because the lady needed a house. Who does that? What real estate agent gets a license in a state because somebody's moving there and they have to find the house?
Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
I made $20,000 extra just by doing that. It cost me $1,500 for the license. I made $18,500 extra.
Wow.
For never leaving my desk, filling out some paper. What did I do? This is what I'm trying to show you guys. It's relationships. It's about people. It's about trust. The contract you're going to sign with them is guaranteed money. They got to like you. It's not the deal. It's not the house. It's not the money. It's the relationship. When you write a contract and the house sells, what happens next? You get paid. You can't focus on the house, the money, the car, nothing. Yeah. You got to focus on the people, right? That's how it works, bro.
Yeah. Phil, I noticed when you said that, I didn't sense, and I know you weren't rushing through the conversation. So you were taking your time.
I got nothing better to do. I got till 3 o'clock. I got till 3 o'clock. I got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
See, when I block time out, nothing else matters. I got an offer to follow up on. I got another agent who might want to come work with us at 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? But right now, I don't care about anything else. Right? My time to make calls is my time to make calls. Guess what? I got my lead for today. Right?
Yeah, got it.
Took me an hour and a half. That's why I tell you guys, 2 hours a day. You'll get one. You have to.
Here's my question, though. Crazy question.
I'm still writing a text.
Okay.
He's sending a text.
Go ahead.
Okay, so from the DISC personality profile, what is he?
This guy here?
I don't think he's a D.
S personality.
Yeah.
S personality. He didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Okay.
Right? Because if he was a D, he would have canceled that contract right now.
Okay.
I'd be listing that property.
Gotcha.
Right?
Like so patient and polite.
He's an S. An S.
Yeah.
Very nurturing, the way he talked. Hi, yeah, okay, great. And his wife was like, yeah, in the background. S personalities, both of them.
Okay.
If he was
I'm not used to those.
If he was a D, he probably wouldn't have listed with the same agent, right? He probably did it because
that doesn't matter. That's just the relationship he has with them. If he was a D, he would have saw who I am, what I did, and said, "Hold on a minute, I don't want to listen until I finish hearing what you have to say." Right? Yeah. That's what I would have done.
Like mine. Mine was essentially a D.
Which one?
Mine. My deal.
The listing. Your listing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. D for sure. D 100%. Yep. And he was dealing with somebody that was like an incompetent eye. The agent he was working with was like an incompetent eye. Remember, he was lying. He was talking to him, making him sound good. He was really fun, nice guy, but he couldn't deliver results, right? Remember the eye personality? They can have a party, bring 10,000 people. You get there, there'll be no lights, no music, no food. Because they don't know how to do shit. Right?
Well,
that guy's an eye. I don't even know who he is. That guy's an eye.
Charlatans. Right? Charlatans.
Yeah, that's an eye. You know? All right, hold on. I got to get the video here so I can send it to you. Give me a second. But do you see, guys? One call. 10 minutes. You know? What time? It's 2:45. Yeah, hold on. That's how it works. It's conversations. Didn't turn into a deal yet, but it will in Tennessee for sure. I'm going to find him a house in Tennessee, get it under contract before this guy sells his house here. I'll put money on it. I'll bet you money.
Are you going to start looking now, or will you wait until he comes?
As soon as I get him on a Zoom call, I'll find the house for him. As soon as I get on a phone call, I'm going to get him on Zoom. I'll pull up the Tennessee properties. I'll find ones he likes. He tells me what he likes. I'll call the agents on that same second. I'll do virtual tours with him. I'll even go to Tennessee. I don't care. I bought some property out there. I'm going to build on them shortly. We're getting ready to go. Okay, so let me get the video here. Share, copy. Okay, so here. It says below is a link to a recent YouTube interview I did a couple weeks ago. It has over 580,000 views. Let me know what you think. And I put the link in there. And I already sent my Instacard with all my social media and all that stuff. So if you can see my Instacards there. It says, it was great meeting you. Here's my Instacard, all my information, right? They click that and it takes them to this, right? It takes them into my Instacard. They come down here, see all the social media links. I don't know if you can see it. Let's Connect. They can get me right away. And then on the bottom, that's the Let's Connect. And then on the bottom, you see it has all the social media. So if they hit that, boom, it takes them to YouTube, Instagram, my website. Here, they click that. They go to YouTube. Look, there's the video we're doing right now. It's showing we're live right now, right? You come out of there.
Yeah.
You go to my website. It takes you to the school, right? The school website that I showed you guys earlier. You go into Facebook. Boom, it takes you to the Facebook page, right? And then it takes you to all that stuff, right? And then you can email me. You can share my link with somebody. You can message me all through here, right? This was a service. It goes to LinkedIn, Instagram, everything, right? This was a service that the MLS gave you for free. Beaches gives it to you. You guys should all have this.
Instacart.
Oh, okay.
In Instacart, you have this. It's free. You can set this up too. Because I send this link to everybody, and then the next message was below is a link to the recent video I did a couple weeks ago. It has over 580 views, so you can see it there, right? And then boom, they click the link and bang, they're seeing a video of me and Tom. There it is, right? And they see 587,000 views. See how simple that is?
Yeah.
Now, Dana, if you called them and said, "Hi, my name is Dana. We have a real estate school. We're licensed in Florida," you could have that same conversation.
Yeah, I have to get comfortable with saying we and actually believing that.
Pretend you're French.
Yeah.
Pretend you're French, not Puerto Rican.
Change my nationality.
You don't have to. Just pretend. Remember what I told you. Johnny Depp, right? Johnny Depp being Johnny Depp is drunk in a bar making no money. Johnny Depp being a pirate, playing a script, playing a role, makes $300 million with Disney. Right? It's a presentation. See, the thing with me is I'm transparent. What you see is what you get. I don't go home and act different. I'm who you get. What you see right here is what you get 24/7 with me. I don't care to act different. I don't care to pull my punches. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Right? And I've been like that since I was a kid. like I was 12 years old. I'll tell you, my mom and dad got split when I was 12 years old. I had a brother 6, 9, and 3. At that day, I realized nobody gave a shit, right? If my father didn't give a shit about me, who else was going to give a shit? So you know what? I didn't give a shit about anybody else either. I don't care what people think of me. At that day, I made a decision. I'm going to get wealthy, right? I make more in a week than my father made in a year. You know, that's my motivation, to be better, to expand, to grow, to do better things, to help other people, because no one helped me. So if I can give a hand to somebody else to make them better, and I can make money with them and do better with them, why not? Right? Because I realized at a very young age, nobody cares. So the truth of the matter is, when I call that guy, I care about that guy. If I can help him get where he's going, that conversation right now, I guarantee, is better than any conversation you have with his agent. When I get on Zoom with him and pull everything up, watch what happens. Atanya and Dana, you haven't seen a Zoom interview with me yet. Francisco, you have.
No.
Yep.
What happens on that Zoom interview? You think that's 100% when I talk to people here? It's 100% closing the deal on Zoom.
It is, indeed.
100%. 100%.
Always.
Ask Dawn, 100%. If these people are serious and they want to sell their house and have some goofball, 100%. Because I lay it just like I'm laying right here. This is it. Do you want to sell your house or not? Here's the situation. You want to do this or not? There's no bullshit. There's no trying to act this way and be this way. No. Here's who I am. Here's what I bring to the table. You want somebody like me or not? If not, good luck. Have a good day. Next, I get back on the phone, call somebody else. I don't care if people like me or not. They don't pay my bill, and I'll compare bank accounts any day with them. I don't care. That's just who I am. And I'm not saying I have to be arrogant or cocky. I've been through enough shit in my life with garbage people that nothing matters. Nothing matters. You know? I've dealt with the lowest. I've dealt from gangsters and scumbags to billionaires that own strip malls. I dealt with everything in between growing up in my life. There's nothing I'm afraid of. There's nothing I can't deal with. There's no situation you're going to tell me no? Okay. No, okay. You're just telling me no because, you know, they didn't tell me yes yet. You know, that's just how I work. And I've seen all walks of life. So the personality that I've become and the way you see my disc profile has taught me how to adapt. I can walk into a room with a bunch of goofballs and take care of what I got to do. And I can walk into a room with a bunch of rich people or poor people or whatever. And it's just a skill that you learn. It's not, I'm not a magician. I'm not special. It's a skill that you learn how to deal with people. And when it comes down to your intentions, right? If your intentions are to do things right by the book, why do you think I have a real estate school? Why do you think, like, everything I do, if you guys notice, is by the book? When agents don't do things right, I attack it and I do it by the book. I document everything. You see my emails, every email, everything. Right? I mean, Francisco, the kid had the listing on the market with no contract. What happened? He lied to the client. The client didn't know who to believe. The MLS girl took it off in 6 minutes. I called the MLS directly.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And then the kid got fined. He got him and his brokers got fined and all kinds of shit.
Oh wow!
Because I don't pull punches.
He was lying to the client to keep the contract. He was lying.
He extended the contract without the client knowing, and then I called him out the MLS. He tried to get the client to backdate a contract. That's fraud.
Oh wow!
It's fraud.
Indeed.
Yep. He told the client that he was married and he was getting divorced, and the wife took his kid away. Okay, he had a girl. Listen, and then the mother was the broker, the mother and the son. The mother goes, "What do you mean? My son's not married." It was his girlfriend that had a kid from another guy that he said he was married to, and it was his kid.
That's crazy.
That's a sociopath. That's how I know it's an I too, because eyes do shit like that.
There's a con artist.
Yeah, eyes. Eyes are sociopath. Like that. Anybody's gonna be. It's got to be an eye because it's so about themselves. It's like a sociopath. Like it's close to it. Yep.
Oh god.
Now I'm not saying all eyes are sociopaths, but they have the capabilities of being sociopath. I'm a high eye, but You know, I'm a high, but you got to be an I to be a sociopath. You couldn't be a C and be a sociopath. You couldn't be an S because you care too much about people. You just can't. You know.
There you go.
Francisco, what are you?
Well, I'm in between S and D because I really care about a lot about people, but I'm very assertive. So this is how I do things. This is how I roll, like it or not, and let's do things. Let's make decisions. So I would say that in the middle, as and D. How about you?
A C.
We're waiting for. I think she's a C pretty much, but we're waiting for her score thing. They changed the way. Remember when you did the disc? They sent you the ratings. Well, they changed it now. You got to pay them a couple bucks, like $20 or $30 to get the full. They changed it after like 20 years. Yeah. So, what are you gonna do?
But I was.
Why do you think you're a C? Why do you think you're a C?
Well, first of all, Phil said I was a C, and then I read up on it, and I'm definitely a C.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. So I knew. I've been doing this all my life, man. Like all my life, reading people and making deals and putting things together all my life. And being able to share that with you guys and show you how to do it is like cool. Like I like sharing that with people because strategy is everything in life, right? Strategy is everything. But here's the thing. Your intentions got to be right. Your heart's got to be right to do the right thing. Because just as much as I do the right thing for people, I can use these same strategies not to. Right? And anybody can. So your heart's got to be right, and you really got to care about the people. Doesn't matter about the deal, the people. The deal's going to happen, right? You got to do the right thing by the people. And that's the decision you have to make. I made that decision when I was 12 years old. My father walked away. That he was a scumbag, right? And I made sure that my brothers were going to be okay. I'm not even close with my brothers today. I'm not even close with them. But I gave them a bar and a restaurant worth over $1 million when I left Pennsylvania. Because I made a promise to myself when my father left that I would make sure my brothers would be okay. And they had jobs. They worked jobs. They were good. But I made sure I got a bar together, and I made sure that they were able to raise their families and make enough money in a bar that's in a college town that's going to make money if you had monkeys running it, because it's a place that you make money, right? And I wanted to make sure that they were okay, and they're okay to this day. They have it, and who knows what else they built. I'm not close with them at all. We're different. I love them, but I can't spend 10 minutes with them. I want to kick them in the head.
Well, guys, I got around. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure indeed. Thank you, Antonia, Dania, Philly. Thank you, brother. Really, very
okay. I'll see you later, Francisco. All right, man. You're good, bro. I'll get you out of here.
Bye. Take care.
Next Saturday, same time, we'll bang them out again. Okay, so Tanya and Dana, give me a little bit of feedback before we get out of here.
I just knew it was patience also, but this watching you just reaffirmed that, because you went call after call after call, not like just with patience, and boom, eventually you got somebody live on the phone.
Yeah, and 100% though, right?
Yeah,
100%.
I'm gonna get up. Yeah, I'm gonna get on some more calls.
I get them. That's it. I didn't get. Listen, that guy could have got off the phone 3 times with me. Okay, first of all, when he told me I signed, he said it's going back on the market live tomorrow. Who would have stopped there?
Me.
99% of people would have stopped there. I'm the only one that didn't.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that didn't. I said, well, did you sign a contract yet? Yes. Then I stopped. But then he said, you said something about Tennessee, right? And then what did I do? I came circle. I said, here's what I do.
Yeah.
But I still told them what I did in Florida, but I didn't solicit them for Florida.
Right.
Got
and you still wanted to send him the video and the text message.
I still went through the talking points.
Yeah.
I still sent him a text. I'm still going to get him on Zoom. I'm still going through the process. Right? So when somebody tells you I was going back on the market, most agents are like, shit, I'm trying to sell a deal. I'm not going to make money. Okay, good luck, sir. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give up, man. I'm going to get where I'm going or I'm going to die in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's second guessing right now. Should I have signed that listing agreement? Should I? That
I'm
guy's
sure.
like, shit, man. I guarantee you, I'll bet you money on it.
Plus, he's thinking I could just deal with one person.
Yeah, I just told him.
But
Look,
here and Tennessee.
yeah, and
Yep.
close here, drive there, and close there. That's how. And I didn't leave Florida to do the deal.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I know how to get deals done because I've been doing this all my life, guys. And it's not just real estate; it's restaurants. You know, I'm going to focus on taking restaurants that are failing, fixing them, and selling them. I'm going to buy them and fix them and sell them and flip them.
Yeah.
People want to open up a restaurant. They can hire me to consult them. I can find the property, lease it to them, or find it and buy it to them. I can set the restaurant up with them. I can hire the employees for them, like I did with the cigar bars. Give the owner the keys. Here you go. That's that. I love restaurants. I love building restaurants. I love building nightclubs. That's like my passion. I hate going to them. I don't drink. You know, real quick, funny story before we go. When I had the bar, okay, and I used to keep a bottle of Grey Goose behind the bar filled with water for me. So when people would come in and want to buy me a drink, because everybody wants to buy you a drink. I'm not a drinker. I never liked drinking, right? I've never been a drinker. So they used to come in. Oh, I want to buy Phil a drink. I want to buy Phil a drink. I go, okay. The bartenders all knew that bottle there was mine. They would take water and put pineapple juice in it, and I would drink it and charge them $13.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Because I want to make $13. I don't care about the
Right.
drink. And they want to buy me a drink, so
Right.
let them buy me a drink. So every day I'd fill it with water, and they would put a shot of water and fill it with pineapple. I'm like, okay, they must think I never got drunk because I would just drink it. It was pineapple and water. I didn't give a shit, right? Because I like pineapple juice, so that's what I drank. So that's just an example, right? You gotta you just have to work with people and care about people and deliver a result for them. That guy already is in his mind. He's sitting in his house in Tennessee right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
That's what you have to give people, hope.
I'm curious. Why did he want to leave Florida?
He's sick and tired of it. It changed so much. He don't like it anymore. He likes old Florida. Too much traffic. Too many people. Bradenton's outside Tampa. It used to be laid back, lazy town. Now it's busy traffic. They're developing it all.
Yeah.
Well, that's why everybody's leaving Florida. The people are leaving, you know, but that's it. So it's all about people. Doesn't matter what you're selling. Cars, shoelaces, pastry, pizza. It doesn't matter what you're selling, right? None of it matters. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to end this here. Hold on one second and stay with me until the outro is done. And then
Okay.
we'll be back again next week. So anybody who watched, you know, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing more of this for the next 3 weeks in February. We're going to be doing other lives. I'm going to be going live from the pizza bus. So it's a mixture of pizza and real estate on the channel. So, all right. So let's go through here. And any questions before I get out of here? Let me see. Are there any questions or posts? All right. So we're going to get out of here. And we will see everybody next week.